Welcome to the Viewdeck Secure Kanban as a Service demonstration. To begin with, let's have a look at the admin functions. If we click on Admin Panel, this then takes us to the Settings panel. Settings provides an area where you can make system-wide announcements, check your accounts, set up emails, registrations. This is also the area where you can invite people to the general board. Also check version control. Let's take a look at an existing Kanban board that already has a series of boards on it, and we're going to create our own new board. In order to do this, we simply select Add Board. To give the board a title. Here you can also determine whether the board will be private or public. This can be changed at any time. Here you can also import a board. In this case we are creating our own, so we're just going to select Create Board. Within the board we're going to have a series of tasks defined in a list. Let's begin by creating some to-do lists for our project. Implementation tasks, and we're going to click Save. Within each task list we need to add our to-do list. A card represents a task within the to-do list. So, for instance, let's begin by adding user stories. Add user stories. Within each card, you can allocate members and give them role-based access. You can also add the date that the card was received, a different start date of the project if it's in the future, the date that the project is due for completion, and finally, when it is completed, you'll then add your end date. You can also prioritize the various tasks and mark them, for instance, green for good to go, amber for under risk, or red and the project is stalled. It's also a good idea for your team to give the description here so that they can understand when they're referring back to the board. Create. And then we save this. We can add who it's been requested by, so the team know who the stakeholder is, or assigned by. We can break this down into further checklists to give people precise targets for the project. So within our checklist, to do 1, we can add to do 2, and so forth. We can add a second checklist. Can also add subtasks in here to break down the work further. Search user stories. You can also add attachments here, which can be uploaded from your computer or with the drag and drop function. It's also possible for team members to add comments here. And that leaves a trail within the actual board itself for people to refer to. As a card is completed, you can move it to a completed list. This ensures that all actions are captured by the board, whether incomplete, complete or in process. At the top of the screen, we see a menu that allows us to filter items on the board using standard filter features such as identified on the right-hand side of the screen. We can search for items in the board. Just enter the text you're looking for. We have a series of view options. Currently we're looking at lists, but if we click lists, it will provide a swim lane view. Swim lanes provide the opportunity to categorize tasks in a horizontal flow. This delivers a visualization that can help you to distinguish between different types of activity, such as users, application areas, and work streams. The final view is calendar. And if we click on the swim lanes box, you'll see that a calendar showing the dates from individual activities can be shown on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. As you start to carry out tasks, you can move your card from one board to another. Let's have a look at an example demo Scrum board. For instance, we create a task list on the left-hand side, which we complete with user stories. During the daily Scrum, you can agree with the team which user story is going into the to-do list for that day. You can progress it through in progress, bringing a new one into to-do list for the next day. In progress eventually moves to done, and all the cards will move through the board in this way until they are all complete. In summary, our Kanban service will allow you to better manage remote teams, track and analyze your team's workflow, and provide improved accessibility and integration with other tools in your organization. In this demonstration, we have covered the basic elements of Kanban. You can develop the digital Kanban to meet the specific needs of your organization, providing increased control, improved efficiency, and better productivity. Thank you for your time. For more information, contact us at the SaaS shop at viewdeck.com.